जबरदस्ती ले लिया होगा। आओ, काम सही नहीं किया इसलिए पूरा पाल ले लिया हम लोगों ने।
Hare Krishna, everyone. So, so today we will talk about Gopal Bhatt Goswami. Is everybody here able to hear? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. So, first of all, humble obeisances to my Guru with his grace, and I'm just trying to bring up this particular topic. With this opportunity, I have gone through and read about all these six Goswamis, about what did they did, how did they appear, when did they reach, what were their preachings, and what did they worked on. So one of the Goswamis that we will talk about is the Gopal Bhatt Goswami. He is one of the six Goswamis in Vrindavan, who was the part of the Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, and then has been the saint that worked with. We'll talk about the early life when he started. Very close to us, born in like say 1503 in Sri Rangam, and he was the son of the Venkaya Bhatt, who himself was also a good Vaishnava scholar. So it is like say the association that he had with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's when he got interested in the spirituality, and as well as like say moved into the Vrindavan to be with the other Goswamis. So also, if you look at he followed the same parampara. So Venkat Bhattji was already part of, like say, the Ramanujan Sampradaya. He was already practicing, and he was already part of the Sri Rangam Swami temple. In fact, his Gopal Bhatt Swamiji's meeting with Sri Chaitanya also happened through a good association. Um, one of the one of the things that we have noticed is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was himself the incarnation of the Lord, right? So he is the only Goswami among all the six of them who had the longest association, and that got inspiration as well as like the divine knowledge, right? With staying with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. So um, typically in those olden days, there was always this activity of, like say, during the rainy season, friends do not used to travel, so they will used to, like say, stay at the one place itself. So uh, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Lord Chaitanya arrived at like say the Srirangam during his yatra, that is when he went into the temple and then was dancing there. And then when he saw the Lord, he sang Hare Krishna. And then that is when Gopal Bhatt Swamiji got attached to him. He started serving him. And then in the 4 months of the rainy season, when he stayed there, so his father invited him to stay with themselves, so that he can have the association and then lot of learning. So during that period is when Gopal Bhatt Swami got lot of learnings and teachings and received the mercy and blessings from him, including if you can imagine, like say the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself being the Lord, even the prasadam he used to have it with Gopal Bhatt Swami. While he was leaving, he instructed him so to that. Uh, Now it's the Chaturmasam is done. I am now going to leave. So he instructed that you serve your parents, and once you are ready, and once your parents are no longer there, or so be it, that is when you should go and come to Vrindavan. So he remembered that. He remembered that from his childhood. He didn't. He was brahmachari, and then he continued and went to Vrindavan. If you look at the way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had already known that what is going to happen and how is it going to work out, when he reached Vrindavan, that is when he got associated with the rest of the other Goswamis, including like say the Rupa Goswami, and all others, they all embraced him. And then, like say, at the age of 30 or so, he reached there, and then he started looking after and then working towards and then having a lot of other discussions. So with all these, with the love and the affection that he had, and like say the blessings he received from all these Goswamis together. So if you look at like say all of them, he was always engaged in the bhajans and scriptures and things like that. There is also one important a story, or like say the way it has happened. Gopal Bhatt Goswami ji is is the one who has the Radharaman deity, and a temple is there in Vrindavan, where Gopal Bhatt Swami ji used to stay. So if you look at like say there is a story behind even like say how did that Radharaman deity itself came about. So, with the instructions from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had traveled to Nepal, and you must be knowing like Saligram, right? So you get Saligram, the stones in the river in Nepal, right? So he brought like around, I think, 12 Saligrams. He brought it from there, and he always used to carry it with him, yeah, around his neck. So he always used to worship them and use them for this. So most of these Goswamis always had their own deities, their own way to, like say, dress them and then do the deity worship. For him, the shaligrams, the stones or the rocks, what you will call in the layman language, he used to worship shaligrams. So a story goes by saying that somebody offered to give good abhushan's and every kind of like say decorations for all the other deities. So they went about every temple they used to offer and then used to give them. But for him, there is no form to it. So he was little upset. He thought like, what is why Lord is not giving me the opportunity to be able to do Shringar for the Lord and worship Him in the real form. So it is said that the Radharaman deity itself is like say has appeared on its own. So one day he was very sad when this incident occurred. Then there is another story that I heard about is like say during one of the rituals. They do the jhula, right? They will serve the Lord, right? So in that time also, when his deity was put in, it is like it's rolling. It's not stable. It's not having a form, right? So by itself it is. So he at that point of time he invited somebody to sing praise for this, and the praise he received is like say is was not because there is no form to it. So he was little upset, or like say he prayed to the Lord saying that why just me? I could have done Shringar, I could have served you better, I could have taken care of a lot of other things. In that scenario, then then he slept. He came back. He had prasadam. He worshipped, and he's automatically one of these particular shaligrams they turned into the Radharaman. So once that happened, that's when rest of the other Goswamis came in, and then Rup Goswami and everybody then they then gave the name as Radharaman. That is like say one who is very like say gives pleasure to the Radha. Uh, that is the reason. And even now, if you look at the deity is still there. So if you look at this deity, is the deity that is around for almost 500 plus years, something like that, right? And this temple is also established there, and is available, and all of this. So all of the 12 shaligrams that he was carrying, one of them has turned into this particular form. So which is itself is the mercy of the Lord. And to be fair, like say, it is like one of the key things that we should get out of this is like say love and attachments that you have with the Krishna, he will fulfill your desires with whatever he asked for it, saying that show me the form. I could look for it, and then even now Krishna appeared. So that's the Radharaman. Apart from worshipping and taking care of it, Gopal Bhatt Swamiji has like say, contributed to a lot of shastra. They have added and being part of this scriptures. So if you look at like say once he was ready, then he handed over to Srinivas Acharya, and then to continue the tradition of worshipping the Radharaman deity and as well as the temple. So he has left with the legacy with respect to being the one of the Goswamis. He has been the architecture or architect of like say the Gaudiya Sampradaya and Vaishnavism that he is. The eternal servant for the Radharaman, and even the temple still exists. If any one of us has chance to go, we should always go and visit the temple. This is the mercy of the Gopal Bhatt Swami. So amazing personalities, amazing people who have served and then established this particular sampradaya and traditions for Vaishnavism.
Shri
That's
Gopal
all.
Bhatt Goswami
Ki
ki
jai. Very good.
very beautiful temple in Vrindavan. And if you go there, if you're not on some odd time, you'll have to wait a long time to just take darshan of that. Beautiful. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.